And welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of the Lost Podcast of Titan. And welcome back, because you don't realize this, but we've done this before. We've been back to this place before, and we have returned. And there were technical difficulties, so this is the second time we're going to be watching this episode. This is how much we love you, okay?
How many times did we do the Terminator before we finally got one in the can?
We had to do that 3 times.
Okay.
Granted, it was the Terminator, so it wasn't exactly like, oh no, the Terminator. We have to watch the Terminator again? Oh, man. It also didn't hurt that with those technical difficulties, we didn't actually finish the whole movie. We just had to restart it a couple times.
Well, I appreciate the fact you're being honest with the audience and not trying to do a snow job on.
No, I would never do that. No, never. No.
Then we'll never make a big reputation in fandom.
But ladies and gentlemen, we are almost there. We are almost finished with season 3 and the entire series of the original series.
We can stretch out our fingers and barely touch it.
That's right. We might actually get into something more interesting with the animated series and changing our format and all kinds of other things that we have in the plans for you, our dear listeners.
All the lessons we learned while doing the first the original season.
Yes, all the wisdom we've learned from all of our yesterdays. Ha ha ha. So ladies and gentlemen, today we are watching all of our yesterdays. So if you would like, feel free to put us on pause while you pull this up on your favorite physical media streaming service. We recommend Amazon Prime because for some reason, Netflix decided to cut off just the original series and still have the Next Generation and Deep Space Nine up there for viewing. So I have no idea what is going on.
It's Netflix.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, it used to be that everything you wanted was on Netflix, and then other companies decided to get in on this action, and now everything's split up again, so I might have to break out my pirate hat and go sailing again.
I'd be your trusty first mate.
Well, I mean, like, it was convenient.
Netflix used to be better.
Yes.
They had more variety as well.
Like, I have never, ladies and gentlemen, I have never pirated music, but...
That is true. I have never seen him pirate music.
No, I have never done that, but if I did, I can assure you, it would have been a lot, it was made redundant when all the music I really wanted was suddenly available streaming for free. So, come on, keep up.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. So put us on pause. Come back when you're ready. Welcome back. We'll go ahead and get started. 3, 2, 1, engage. Bum, bum, ba, ba. I'm still convinced that there's a Next Generation episode based on this. I just can't find the right search terms to get it. I may have to just go through all the synopses and find it that way.
See, here's my first big problem.
What's that?
They found out that the sun in this system is going to go nova very shortly.
Yeah.
And it's going to wipe out the entire planet. So they know that the planet doesn't have space travel capability. So what the hell are they doing there? What are they hoping to accomplish?
Exactly. Like, the ship isn't that big.
No, like 230 people comfortably fit on board. What are they going to do?
And they already have over 400. Because, Kirk has said several times, I'm responsible for the lives of over 400 crew. Oh, you're looking through a technical guide.
No, I'm not. I'm just getting my notes in order.
What notes? What kind of professional outfit do you think this is?
Well, trying to be a professional outfit.
This is the Lost Podcast of Titan.
The nice gentleman who's talking is Ian Wolfe.
Yes.
He's been in a Twilight Zone episode. He was also in an earlier Star Trek episode, Patterns of Force. He's been in Julius Caesar, the good version, 7 Brides for Seven Brothers, Pollyanna, THX 1138, and a whole ton of other films.
Which brother was he?
No, he was the preacher.
Oh. What? What? How can you be in a movie Seven Brides for Seven Brothers and not be one of the brothers? It's required.
You obviously have not seen the movie.
I've also not seen the play.
You might want to give it a look one of these days.
Why? I'm not in
It's
middle
one of
school
tho-
anymore.
It's one of those rare musicals that's passably entertaining.
Wait. Hold on. I thought you liked musicals.
I like good musicals. There are a lot of bad musicals out there I would not bother with.
Well, okay, all right, okay. So what's a good musical? Welcome to our Star Trek podcast, ladies and gentlemen. What's a good musical for you?
Gigi.
Ugh.
Oh, come on. It's a cute story. And Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay, that counts as a musical. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I just have a problem with musical. The idea of people just going about doing things and then all of a sudden, at the drop of a hat, they break into song and synchronized dance.
But that's the best part.
Well, which is also why I'd include West Side Story.
I mean, many's a day that has passed where I would have longed to bust out in a song and then have people around me start, going out into song and dance as well. I mean, I go to work sometimes, and it's a technical job, but sometimes it's just physical backbreaking labor too. And I would love to just simply go, working in a coal mine. Or wait, what's that? What's that song? 16 tons. That's it.
I had 16 tons. What do you
Some
Another
people say
day
a man is made out of mud. Wait, no. What the fuck?
Made out of dirt.
No. It's mud. Some people say a man is made out of mud.
Does it have a mustache?
I don't know. Hey. That would have made this episode better, to be honest.
You can't have hairy mud everywhere.
Why not? That's part of the appeal of hairy mud. Captain, welcome to my new home. It is an amazing place. We can just simply...
Which the sun is going to wipe out in a few hours. Hope you've got room on your ship.
But please wait, because in an hour I have a transport ship with some tourists who I have promised a lovely voyage.
Promise them an exciting time.
Exactly.
Anyway, back
the
to
excitement will be explosive. Once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm also kind of upset that Harry Mudd didn't show up in The Next Generation. Just, he's there, and he's not old, and no one really seems to be able to figure out why.
Oh.
I wonder where his family and kids are. I mean, I know in the premise of the episode they're in another time period, but what was their choice?
That's a good question. I mean, can you imagine a whole family having to sit down and decide? I mean, personally, I would decide on whatever time guaranteed interior plumbing.
Yeah.
None of this outhouse crap.
Also, I'd point out that his duplicates misfiled shit.
Well, these are probably, maybe not necessarily Atos's duplicates, but probably all the people who were hurriedly looking for a place to go.
I thought they had enough time to, I mean,
well,
I'm sure it wasn't a rush.
I'm hoping that there was more than one library that was doing this, and but I imagine there was still kind of a pileup while people, struggled to make up their mind.
More than one Mr. Atos. Oh, that looks familiar.
Yeah, it's part of the M5 computer.
Of course it's part of the M5 computer. Jesus Christ.
And it was also the Beta 5 computer from Assignment Earth. You build these very nice props, you got to get your money's worth out. always looking for the Thriller video.
Oh God, this reminds me. Did you hear about this? One of the conspiracies about the Vatican is they have ocular temporal lenses.
What is an
Okay, all right, okay, all right. So apparently the story goes, and this is just such fucking bullshit, that sometime after World War II in the 1950s, like von Braun and Einstein and all these other top-notch scientists were working for the Vatican and developed a system that let them dial in to the electromagnetic frequencies and let them zero in on specific people, times, and places, and like let them record it on a CRT monitor. And isn't it amazing that how Jesus just happens to be a little bit white when they took pictures of it? I'm like, oh wow.
Nice effect, that.
I don't know. What was that one episode where the girl just basically turned into a thin line?
That which survives.
Yeah, like that effect still hasn't been topped.
It is kind of creepy.
Yep.
Oh, and Kirk finds out he's, beamed onto a Renaissance festival. He turns the corner, he can get some turkey legs or something.
There's actually one in the area, and I was really tempted to go because, Renaissance Festival. But it's still also during the times of the COVID, so.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a Renaissance Festival wouldn't be as much fun, I think, if you had to keep watching out for, in fact, unless they did it up like London during the plague years, with people carrying around dead bodies in carts and all wearing masks. Bring out your dead!
Clang.
I'm not dead yet.
Shut up, you will be in a moment. I would love to do that, but that would be I would be shut down in a minute. In a hot
You probably wouldn't be the only one who thought of it.
Also, speaking of going out amongst the people, apparently this Friday, Dune releases.
Yes, your
in
mother and I are
IMAX.
going to go see it Monday. Not in IMAX, but...
I am debating going to go see it in IMAX. I'll have to look into how far away it is, how much it costs. Also, her accent is atrocious.
And I think she's overplaying her role.
A little bit, yeah. Also, her teeth are too perfect to be that,
For
trashy.
that, yeah. Unless she's just recently fallen from grace. I mean, a few weeks ago, she was the Duchess of this or that. And
if she was the Duchess of this or that and didn't know what a library is.
Well, just because... This is going to get some hate mail sent.
Oh, Lord.
Just because you're a Duchess back in those times didn't mean you were A, literate, or B, were familiar with books.
Listen, you've now just put us under the crosshairs of Duchesses everywhere. Our vast Duchess audience. We've just lost
I'm sure
them.
there's a international coterie of Duchesses who watch out for stuff like this.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I have a... Okay, I am recording. Good. Okay, all right. I had a sudden fear that we were just going through this episode and I forgot to press the record button.
Don't do that to me.
Listen, I sometimes have days like that.
Interesting. They didn't develop space travel, but they developed time travel. Thank you.
Thank you. Also, isn't this kind of like City on the Edge of Forever? Which they're aware of where that planet is, and since it can go anywhere, anytime, wouldn't it just be like they could just go there?
Where? They don't have a spaceship.
I mean the Enterprise.
Oh.
There's
well, yeah, but
spaceship.
do people on the Enterprise know what's happened to Kirk and Spock and McCoy.
Why would they need to know what happened? They could
To
just
go
go to the
to have
city
an
of the edge of forever and be like, we would like to see where our captain is. Wait, did he call her the whore's accomplice?
I think he did.
Holy shit.
Well, how do we know you're honest men?
Well, they're, men of the guard.
Well, yeah, I could dress up in a red outfit and say I'm a man of the guard, but does that make it so?
How well could you get away with that?
I suppose it would depend a large part on the circumstances. I could do like Monty Python. I'm Inspector Dim of the Yard. And then all of a sudden you get a message on the screen, Dim of the Yard.
Help! I'm cold. Very, very good, Spock.
I'm almost expecting that hairpiece to, I guess it's not a hairpiece.
I'm about to say, what do you mean it's a hairpiece? No.
Well, they got a real good wind machine there on that soundstage.
I guess Spock is hoping he can help defrost Kelly. Ha, ha, ha.
Oh, chuckle, chuckle. Okay, mark this down. We've got at least one clever comment in this podcast.
Oh, just the one.
Yes, follow me to my kitchen. My cave.
Oh, Jesus.
This is, the Arctic Hansel and Gretel episode. That would have been interesting, if not outright creepy. What if instead of disappearing back into time, the people were just told to show up at these certain locations, only to find out that those locations were inhabited by cannibals who would, were just chopping them up and, eating them.
Or what if their whole excuse me? What if their whole civilization was actually sparked by them going back in time to make sure that they, got the technology needed to even go back in time?
It's an enormous time loop, yeah. I mean, what keeps them from interfering in the development of their own future? They might accidentally alter the timeline so that Sarpedon doesn't develop time travel.
And then you have the issue where they can't actually save their planet, because if they save their planet, there wouldn't be need for time travel, in which case they wouldn't go back to save the planet.
Yeah.
See, and now my head hurts. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, sometimes travel stories have a way of doing that.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
I've never seen an artwork. Oh wait, wrong episode.
A work of art. Yeah, wrong. And lady, I wouldn't. Beggars can't be choosers. Just be grateful you had two guys show up in your cave.
See, now that's also kind of creepy. It's like you just sent back in time to a place where there's no civilization, period, and that is your prison.
Have you ever, I guess you haven't, Julian May's Pliocene Exile series?
No.
This Earth scientist accidentally develops a time portal which sends people back into the Earth before the Great Ice Age. And it's a one-way trip. Anyone who tries to come back through it dissolve. So the Earth government decides to use it as a one-way portal to send back incorrigibles and extreme criminals. They give them, vasectomies and stuff like that so they can't reproduce. They figure any people who, manage to make it there will be killed eventually by the Ice Age. But when they're sent back into the past, they encounter these creatures the Tainu and the Furvalag, who are both alien races and who would give birth to the legends of elves and dwarves. And it just changes everything.
Yeah, huh?
It's rather entertaining.
Oh, she's been lonely. Go for it,
Uh-oh.
Spock.
Spock's been getting kind of lucky in this third season.
Really? Nimoy must have been like, come on, folks, come on.
I mean,
We all know who has the
we're
sex
getting down to
appeal.
the wire, really. We all know the reason people tune into this show.
Also, does he have green on his nose and cheek? Oh wait,
God.
I get it. It's because Bones is human, so has red blood that's flushing his skin, and since Spock has green blood, that's what's flushing his skin.
Well, let's bring out all the old sets out of storage for this one, why don't we?
Is this from Cat's Paw?
It could be from Cat's Paw, from any variety of with a medieval type setting. Get up, you! Judge Mathis wants a word with you.
Kirk, you are not the father. I knew it! I knew it!
And the prostitute in the other cell tries to run screaming out of the cell.
No! Do you know who it could be? I know who it could be. Next week, who could it be?
Who could it be? Yeah. She has to give the girl a week to go through her list of contacts.
Oh God!
Oh,
It's like this woman has gone through 55 baby daddies and doesn't know which one it is. Gas.
uh-oh, gasp! Big. We're kind of being obvious here.
Also, he went back in time and now he's the head guy in charge.
Managed to set himself up pretty sweetly here. Or else he went back way earlier and worked his way up to that position. He left the library as a young man, and Kirk just shows up, decades later.
Mm. Well, we can weigh him and see if he's he weighs the same as a duck. Because I am learned in the ways of science. Wink, wink.
Nudge.
Wink, wink. Elbow.
Can I
say no more.
Say no more. Say no.
Nothing. I know nothing.
No, nothing.
I didn't know Colonel Klink guest starred on Star Trek.
Well, he guest starred on Lost in Space.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that was barely a show. Yeah, yes, I know. The first 6 episodes, blah, 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 blah.
Lady, you're not really helping your case there. You're in
How
sort of
many
a bad
seasons were Lost in Space? How many episodes total?
3 if you don't count the Netflix series.
So what was how many episodes per season?
Oh, you want me to do that right now?
Well, no, we'll just do it. Let's say 30 episodes. That's 90
Yeah.
episodes. So
I don't think they had 30 episodes a season ago. Let's say 20.
20. 60 episodes, which means that we had 54 episodes of complete and utter shit.
Okay.
Vile excrement.
Okay, here's where I do come out with my confession. Irwin Allen.
Yes.
He's like, who's the guy that directed Independence Day?
Cord Winter Twain.
No. I'm
Uh,
talking the Alien Invasion
wait,
ID4.
oh, Emmerich, Roland Emmerich.
Yeah. Roland Emmerich is kind of like the new Irwin Allen. Both directors have a great opening game, but then it all drags down quickly afterwards.
Okay, by that do you mean like their first movie? Hello, god
Yes.
damn.
No, I mean like in Irwin Allen's case, about the first 4 or 5 episodes of a series are always the best ones. Then he runs out of steam. Roland Emmerich, I mean, okay, seriously, after the White House and everything else got blown to bits, who cares about the movie? I don't.
That's actually fair enough point because after that it was
It
rah
dragged on.
rah speechy. Let's upload a virus using a MacBook.
Yeah. Take out an alien's, starship with a virus that was uploaded to a MacBook. Right.
I mean it's sci-fi, but I can't suspend my disbelief that much.
Well, neither can I. You might be interested to know.
But yet you can watch Lost in Space.
For one thing, once again, it was the only game in town.
Has it occurred to you that might be an issue?
We didn't have science fiction falling out of the trees like you spoiled brats do today.
Well, that doesn't really count as science fiction. It's more like science shit.
Yeah, but how hard would it be to sell a series if you're going to label it, coming tonight on CBS at 8 o'clock, Lost in Space, another science shit episode.
On Spike TV, give it something to show between the episodes of Cops. I don't even think Spike TV actually exists anymore.
I haven't heard from it in donkey's years. But if all they were showing were episodes of Cops, I can understand.
She's playing with her hair. She wants you, Spock. Go for it.
Oh, Mr. Expert on Women here. Well, she was also my thought was she was also unlacing her boots, which is to me is a clear sign.
Oh, that's a fair point. Okay, good point. Good point.
And Miss Lonely there is good old Marion Hartley, star of stage, screen, and television. Like Ian Wolfe, she's also been in the Twilight Zone episode. She was in Earth 2, an Incredible Hulk episode, a MASH episode. She was in the movie Marooned. She's been just about everywhere. And also in several other not again in Star Trek, but also in several other Gene Roddenberry productions.
She had to work with the fraud. I'm sorry.
She played a mutant with 2 belly buttons.
Oh, was that her only alteration? Was that she had 2 belly buttons?
Well, she called herself a mutant, and she was showing the lead character one way of telling a mutant was that they have an extra belly button.
Because all mutants have extra belly buttons. Got it.
Well, this was a play on the fact that people were not allowed to show belly buttons on TV. They were, however, able to show very nice legs.
Among other assets.
Haha, and front sets.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you want a free advice, if your partner asks you to bring over your toothbrush, that is also a good sign.
That helps. It just shows your partner is also very, hygienic. We're trapped with her. Oh,
Oh no.
horrors.
Oh horror.
Where is he directing? Where is he dictating that log entry?
It's that little crystal implant they have in their arms.
Oh, then they dig it out though and made a laser beam out of it.
Oh, that's right, they did, didn't they?
Yeah,
Which would have been convenient right now, wouldn't it?
yes, it would. We're gonna want that swing in our backyard.
Oh, now don't you know? Also, I would kill to have a good medieval alien species instead of just whatever. Like every alien species looks human for one thing, and when they go back in their past, they always look the same.
Yeah. And as a professional jailer or jailer's assistant, this guy isn't really good.
He's a jailer's apprentice.
He wasn't going to cry out and say, help?
Well, he didn't want to, risk breaking his arm.
That could heal. He's a wuss.
No, wait, hold on. A broken bone back in this times would be very dangerous.
Okay, granted, yeah, you could die of infection.
Got to go to the barber and everything.
Oh, so he was a jailer. Tough titty. I'm breaking out of here, and quite cleverly, I might add.
I don't think it's very clever, to be honest. It's just they're very what's the word I'm looking for?
Convenient.
Not convenient.
Well, also, if I were Kirk, I would still stay out of the cell.
The door just slowly swings closed, ka-clang.
Yeah.
Shit. The guard wakes up because that was really just a weak chop across the chest. Wait, their brain patterns are affected.
I was going to say, yeah, that's interesting. Does that keep them from screwing up the timeline?
Gasp.
Well, he's being very helpful. I mean, if that was the case, then he could have just had all his problems solved by letting Kirk die in the cell.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Suddenly become warmer in this cave.
And you're an alien. You don't know. Oh, Jesus.
Really, there could be internal differences.
Exactly. We have to do a thorough probing examination.
Oh, boy. Well, I just opened up a can of worms there. Tell you what, McCoy, why don't you go out and count the snowflakes while I make time with Zarabeth here.
Mm-hmm.
And did McCoy even have a tricorder with him? I know the phasers didn't work. If he had a tricorder with him,
he did.
would that
Remember,
have worked? Okay.
This Atmos is real.
Oh, no, that was in the library. But when they went back into the past, the phasers became inoperative. What about the tricorder?
Oh, I see what you mean. Also, why does he believe they can't get back?
Zarabeth told them. or told Spock,
Oh, that's right, because they're
because
okay. It's
she's a
prison.
prisoner.
You've given up.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. His mustache is much more prominent in this episode.
What mustache?
Spock's mustache.
Spock has a mustache?
You can't see it?
Not really. No. I see
mean,
his shadow. From
Okay,
his
a
nose.
shadow, but still,
That's not a mustache.
it's a outline of a
Listen,
mustache
I'm
on
sorry.
his upper lip.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you could take a wet cloth and wipe off a mustache, that's not a mustache.
Well, until they take a wet cloth and wipe below his nose, then I'm still saying he has a mustache coming in. So they got the barrels of corn on the cob and the giant.
Also, isn't this like what happens if someone from that time accidentally goes into the portal?
They die on the other end, and they don't automatically die. They will die if they'd been altered by the Atavachron. But in Kirk's case, he hadn't been altered.
No. I'm talking about like what if a guard
Oh,
takes
you
a
mean
young
a
Philip?
native?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
I mean, that's a very convenient wall to press someone up against, quote unquote, against their will. Oh no, you beast, stop. Dun.
Here's another opportunity. I should have started a timer.
Oh,
At
17 minutes?
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh wait, not a timer. Stopwatch. I don't need it beeping down. Okay, I got a timer going.
Okay.
Wait, how much in the episode is left? 15 minutes. Okay, so they'll make it.
We could have solved a lot of problems if you just admitted that on the outset.
And he killed the old man. He told you what he's trying to do.
Yes. Then why was one of the replicas saying he had to go back in time?
Hello, I'm Kirk from the Federation, a body of planets made up of different species. We're here to save you. It looks like things are weird. What's going on?
Yeah. We could have maybe found her a better time period to be living in.
Exactly. Maybe someplace warm.
Like Vulcan to pull something out of the hat.
He'll just check in on her every 7 years or so.
I'm curious to know what kind of animals they are, and I guess he's very good at hunting them down.
Clearly, they're snow rabbits.
And what is he going to? He's going to attempt to grow plants, but what is he going to use as seeds or something?
It is good.
Brr.
Oh, hey, those are ribs. A
What
fur
is
cloak
he?
that was too big.
What is he eating?
Ribs. See the rib bone?
Okay. I mean, were they serving ribs in the cafeteria today, or did they send out for some stunt ribs or something?
Stunt ribs. Come on, it's logical. You can't not eat animal flesh if there's no plants to eat.
Exactly. He's only been there just a few hours.
Well, I mean, he's got the pointy ears.
Oh, okay. Plus, he's more prominent in the credits than DeForest Kelly. So, let's shoot for the big game here.
On top of that, wasn't DeForest Kelly a bit suspect? Like, the woman was possibly ravished against her will by Cyrano de Bergerac, and he's like putting the moves on her in Shore Leave.
Okay, yeah, I see your point, but are we so sure that Mr. Spock's uh record is entirely clean?
Cleaner, because I can't really think of a moment where he did something similar.
Well, none that they'd filmed.
Oh,
Has he ever hit?
you think? Oh, there's probably lots of slash fiction, yes, where
Probably.
Spock just goes hog wild on Nurse Kelly.
And someone in the past is going to get a very nice cart.
Also, what was I saying? Like he didn't choose what time. Like what time period was he going to go to?
I think maybe Kirk was still somehow locked into that medieval setting until he looks at another disc.
Well, I mean, they got a few minutes after the star explodes.
True. Oh,
Says who?
Yeah, really.
Holy shit, Spock's just not on his game today. Well, I mean, I
No,
guess there's reason why.
yeah. And he's thinking, wow, another work of art. How nice. What would help?
Give me higher casting on the show.
I mean, more food for me.
More room in the furs.
I don't think more room in the furs is, at the moment, a considerable problem. So you go back through the time
Yeah,
portal on
I see the point here, and it's not really holding up very
it's
well.
no, it's a big stretch. They weren't prepared by the Atavachron, although if that turned out to be true for time travelers, say in other time travel fiction, it'd be an interesting problem. Say, for instance, if I was put into a time machine and going to be sent back 500 or so years, might be a good idea to send along a set of encyclopedias with me.
Oh,
Presuming,
there's this picture. It says, if you're ever a time traveler, this is really all you need to print out, and it's basically the size of a sheet of paper, but it has 100 or so of the most groundbreaking inventions and developments explained in really simple terms, and how to get it in the natural environment. Like it teaches you how to do gunpowder, gasoline,
ah,
do a basic battery, that sort of thing.
the Anarchist Cookbook,
Yeah, no, this is actually
or
helpful.
a basic Boy Scout manual.
No, this is actually helpful.
Robert Heinlein wrote a story about people who were exploring various time zones and also alternate universes, and they decided that wherever they go, they would need to pick up almanac because it would be a compact compendium of how things were done and how things were set up for that time period.
Hmm.
Well, it doesn't look that complicated. Why doesn't he let Atos go and Kirk could just keep looking at different discs?
Because Kirk doesn't really think that well.
That's true. Nice clear picture on those discs. Although I guess, I mean, it's like I pick up a DVD in my hand and I'm staring at it, and all of a sudden the movie starts playing on the disc. Wouldn't it be better if they had like a larger projector?
Probably. I was going to work on that. Oh, Jesus. According to the time, about 4 minutes.
Ah,
Did he just throw him into the wall?
yeah. That is one persnickety time portal.
Yeah.
So this tyrant I guess he wanted her to be alone, but I was saying she was the only prisoner sent back to that particular time period and location.
Mm. Hey, what happened to their fur coats?
They left them behind. Did you see? They took.
And there goes the tyrant.
No, he was the librarian, but I would have liked to have seen where he went.
No. That really is the tyrant, I bet.
You think that was Zircon?
Yeah.
A tyrannical librarian. Now there's a concept.
You mean any librarian?
That was quick. Can we have this conversation when we're back on board the ship?
Really. Who buried her?
She got covered up by the snow.
Unless she died in the cave.
Or the snow bunnies ate her.
Kaboom! That is a shitty special effect.
Oh, come on. It was better than the original one.
I imagine it was, yes.
Oh, yay!
Okay.
Bravo! Author.
Author. What the fuck?
Author. That, if you liked a particular play or something, when it was over, you would shout, along with the applause, you would shout, Author!
Oh, well, I'll take your word for that. Oh, so that was all of our yesterdays.
All tomorrow's part.
Oh.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What grade are you giving this?
Oh, what grade am I giving this? C plus.
Ooh, okay. I thought it wasn't going to go higher than a C minus.
Well, I mean, the redhead helped.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I have standards here.
Wait, which redhead? Mariette Hartley or the hooer?
Very Hartley.
Okay.
I don't sully myself with whoas.
Oh, you do have standards, don't we? And just for reference, Mariette Hartley is naturally a blonde.
I'm sure that made a lot of difference, yes.
Well, to her numerous fans it would.
And what did you give this?
I'll give it a B. There were a lot of... I would have given it something higher. There were a lot of premises and stuff that just... this wasn't, as in the case in so many of these later third season episodes, this plot wasn't really thought out.
Really? The hell you say?
The hell I do say.
Oh, I am disappointed, really. I was hoping for more gold, and it doesn't look like season 3 is going to, yield up much. And I feel
seeing
bad.
As how we have... No, go ahead.
I feel bad for the people who fought for getting Star Trek Renewed, only to get this as their prize here.
Yeah, bummer. And I can promise you right now, things aren't going to improve with the last episode.
Well, I mean, the story is by Gene Roddenberry, so I've already written it off.
Anyway, next time it's Turnabout Intruder.
Intruder.
The last original Star Trek episode made.
So join us as we finish this journey together. Oh, Lord. Take care, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful time and see you again next time.
Behave.